Hi, my name's Catherine Sutton and this is a video I made for a trip down memory lane using Websters pages of painted passport papers. So these are all the papers and the rough layout that I've got. I decided to start adding some ink with some stamping. This is a Kaisercraft grid stamp and I'm using black soot distress ink, just randomly stamping little bits across the page. I then used my Tando distorted hive mask to add some hexagons. My texture paste is homemade and very old. It's about a year old, so it had dried up and I just added a bit of water. I need to make some new. You basically use talcum powder, a bit of PVA and some white acrylic or some gesso. I tend to use gesso. Just mix it all together and you get some nice texture paste. I then add some bits of colour. This is using the Cosmic Shimmer Mist. This one's Aqua Lagoon. It's a really nice blue mist. This one is called Blue Lime. It's quite a bright green. You get a different effect with whether you tap the back of your hand or whether you do the dropping effect from kind of like higher up. You tend to get bigger dots if you drop it. And again, I'm using some black Tattered Angels mist here just to add some black spots. I felt I needed a bit more colour. Everything's dried, so to add a bit more colour to my texture paste, I'm using some peeled paint distressing and then also broken china, just putting it on a sponge and rubbing it over the areas where I've added texture paste. Still want to add some more colour and I want a bit of gold, so I'm using some gelatos. They're just a water-based pastel. They're really nice to work with and very easy to apply. I'm just putting it on my finger, but actually I realise you can put it on the page and smudge it in a lot quicker. You can also paint with them. You can do all sorts of effects on them. They're quite versatile. Then I'm using some Shabby Shutters Distress Stain, and again just adding that using my finger. I still wasn't quite happy with the green because the green on the Stars and Stripes paper is quite bright. So I'll then use some Blue Lime Cosmic Shimmer Mist and just using it with a paintbrush to add some more of that brighter green. And this is a really nice colour because it's got a blue mica in it, so it shines blue even though it looks green. It's very pretty. So here I am distressing the edges of the papers that I'd cut. The star one is from Stars and Stripes, the blue one is Places to Go, and then I've trimmed the edge of a journal card which is called they're called Stay Curious, the journal cards, just to get a bit of wood grain. I distress the edges and I'm inking it with tea dye distress ink. I also decide that I need a bit more gold on my page, so this is some Prima Bloom gold mist flicks going on. And then I've stitched around the edges of all of the papers and I'm just getting ready to lay them all up. I've also done some stitching on the page, but that's quite hard to see in the light. I don't mind the hanging threads. I quite like that look on my pages. So I'm layering up my photo and then all the bits behind. Now the index card, I decide to make it look really old and I crumple it up and then add distress ink over the top, so it really makes it look quite battered and old. If you do tears you can add extra ink. So I'm lining up all my photo mounts. And then just working out where I want them on the page. Now I want to add to this wood veneer, I want to make it into a shaker. So what I do is I add a very thin layer of Cosmic Shimmer Blue and I'm sticking it onto acetate. Now I don't want the you and me side because that's not appropriate for my photo, so I'm using the reverse as the main side. And I'm just going to cut round the acetate, so my acetate is going on the front of the wood veneer now. I'm just trimming off the edges so it looks really nice and neat. Then once that's dried, add some sequins. And then I'm going to add the Follow Your Heart part of the journal card. Again, make sure it's a really thin layer of glue and try not to move it too much, so you don't want the sequins to get stuck to the edge of the wood veneer where it's all really sticky. So I've got all my bits stuck down and I'm adding some washi tape, which is a really nice gold foil. These come on strips of about 6 and they're really nice, but white with nice gold foiled patterns. So it's going to bring out the gold with the sequins and also the drips. I'm trying to choose what stickers I'd like, whether I want some of the stickers what go with the picture that I've got. So here's my Follow Your Heart shaker, and I want to add a heart. I've already added some heart gold foiled washi tape onto it. So with the heart I add some foam dots on the back and then I wrap it in gold twine again to bring a bit more gold onto the page, and then just stick it on the foam dots on front. Adding a few sequins to the page. I kind of just let them fall randomly and then stick them where they land. Also decide that I want to have a little bit kind of bunting at the side of the photo, so I trim the edges of one of the stickers and stick them in the corner. Cut some more green stars out of the bottom piece of the lime green Stars and Stripes paper, and again stick these randomly across the page in with the gold sequins that I've got. Just going to stick everything down now. I'm trying to choose the alphabet. I end up going with a Hobbycraft alphabet, which is golden. It's got upper and lowercase letters. I'm going to use Smile, but I've decided that I want a mix of letters on this, so I'm going to change it to Love That Smile. So there goes Smile, and then I'm using the blue Websters Pages stickers for Love That. I also think that the green enamel dots go quite nicely. So again, I mix those in with the sequins and stars across the page. And there you go, it's pretty much done. I hope you've enjoyed this. You can check out a trip down memory lane and also my blog, the details are there. Thank you very much, bye.